Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told, and it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Open man is born. They get... Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Stafford, and he comes back with one complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. To the air again, Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And after work, here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Stafford, and his throw here's incomplete.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good. On first down, it's Stafford. It's complete to Drake. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Stafford, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Stafford on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Drill right, 22. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. Go. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. On second down now, it's Drake. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They get only 4 that to a 4th down. From the red zone now, Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out come the Titans now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Mike, 280. Mike, 5-4. Hey, come on now.
On 1st down, Stafford here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to... That's caught inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the slap, watch the slap.
Throwing again. Stafford. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get...
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's the way. Jam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Drake. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. I'm not ready. Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Drake. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Stafford now to throw. The 3rd down run gets him nothing. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
All day, baby. Let's go.
Still first down.
Go. Set. Yellow 20. 32. 51, Mike. Mike 51. 5. Get that ball. Hey, Mike 51.
Operating from the gun. Stafford looking left sideline, incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Now it's Stafford. Ebron's got him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
They're running, 59. Slow. Check 4. Tight go.
Running, it's Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
51 to Mike. Let's move it.
Throwing on 1st down. Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have, especially in a spot as you just...
Set. 280. We got. 40 got.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Titans, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.